All right, this is going to be a drive-by review. That's when I do a really super fast review of a product that I just picked up. Kind of give you the pros and cons and just give you a little bit of my feeling about the product. What I picked up yesterday was the pH matchmaker. Hopefully you can see this. My sun is just about to go down, so I have to put some lighting in here, and this is real. There we go. It's hard to see. It's the pH matchmaker by Physicians Formula, and what this is I got it in the bronzer, and I also picked it up in the blush. And the whole gimmick, or their whole philosophy about this pH matchmaker is that when you put it on, the pH in your skin, it will adjust the formulation of the blusher and the bronzer, and I believe there's also a lipstick, and it will give you the perfect hue that matches your skin. Well, I should have known, but anyway, when I went to pick it up, I got it in CVS, and unfortunately there were no samples out to look at. And it was sealed in like a plastic covering, so I couldn't even see what it looked like inside. So I should have known and not purchased it, but I picked it up anyway. And I think the blush ran around $12 and something, $12 or $13, and the bronzer was a lot more expensive. It was like $14 or $15 for the bronzer. And like I said, you're gonna have to excuse my light because the sun's going down. We just had a really bad thunderstorm, so it's a little dark on the camera. But anyway, for the bronzer, I really honestly, if I could give these back right now, I would. I just don't like either one of these. The only kind of cool thing about it is they have this LED powered mirror light, so that when you open it up, there's the mirror, and then there's this little switch on the side here that you just flick up, and it's an LED mirror, like there's me in the mirror. But that's kind of nice about this compact. The thing I really hate about it, this is the bronzer, and to me it's the light bronzer, but it's like super light. And it has all these little, I don't know if it's because it's finely milled or what, but every time I open up, there's like this dust comes flying out. It's the particles of the bronzer. They're all over that was my phone, sorry. They're all over the mirror here, and they make a total mess. And what you do is you were supposed to lift this up right here to get to the brush that's underneath here. But I just don't like the color of this. I don't like the formulation of this. I just don't like the way it even looks on my skin. So for me, the Physicians Formula pH bronzer is kind of a, that's my own personal opinion. Next, the blusher for me was even worse because of the color. I opened it up, and when I looked at it after I had opened it up, I was like, oh my gosh, that is like the pinkest pink I've ever seen. Now for some people, maybe that pink would be good for them, but the color that I normally wear because of my golden skin tone is this rose color, which to me is a much more subtler rose color, much prettier, at least on my skin coloring, versus this pink. And honestly, to me, it really didn't change like it's supposed to change. I just didn't know. All I know is it looked a little sparkly to me and very pink. So I'm just gonna do a quick, and like I said, with the lighting in here, you may not even be able to see, but this is the formulation of the bronzer, and you can see it's like super, kind of a thick, cakey looking powder. And honestly, that's the way it looks on my skin also. So I'm not even gonna put it on my skin because it's just disgusting. So for me, I was not impressed with that bronzer at all. And then the formulation of the same thing, it's kind of a dusty, really kind of a cheap, pinky, powdery looking color for the blush. So I would not have purchased either one of these. I wouldn't have purchased the bronzer or the blush. I would have just stuck with my Laura Mercier blush, which is in a beautiful rose bloom color. Very natural looking, as opposed to the super kind of clown almost looking-ish. And see, you know, I opened up, see what it looks like? It's like all I don't know if you can see that, but there's like this dust. Every time I open this up, it's just loaded with the particles of the makeup everywhere. It's just a total mess. So other than the compact, which I kind of like because of the little LED light inside for putting on your makeup, and maybe I'll just depot this and just kind of use this as a little compact in my purse, but it's just a mess, and I can just imagine this getting all over my purse also. So hopefully that helped, and hopefully you guys won't have to waste your money maybe and go out and get these. So that was my little drive-by review. See you next time. Bye-bye.